Welcome to Dupont Circle. My name is Susan PIEDMONT-PALLADINO. I'm an architect, a professor of architecture, and a curator at the National Building Museum here in Washington, D.C. And this is my neighborhood. Dupont Circle was part of L'Enfant's original plan for Washington. The city's full of circles and squares just like this as a result of the plan, but Dupont Circle is probably the best. So today, we're going to look at what makes Dupont Circle such a successful green urban space. Dupont Circle isn't just the name for the circle, it's also the identity for an entire neighborhood that looks at this as their center. And one of the key features for that has to be this fountain, which is the centerpiece of the entire space and draws people toward it. It's a wonderful fountain, really, and Washington circles all have something in the center. Usually it's a commemorative work, bronze statue, general on horseback, but the fountain somehow is a little bit different. People love to sit near the water. You can see the water falling from above, and you see the birds up at the top taking advantage of their own spot. Of course, on a windy day, you can get splashed, so you have to watch where you sit. But you can see today people are gathered around looking out from the fountain, enjoying the people-watching opportunities in the circle. Dupont Circle gets used in many different ways by many different people. For the people who live in the neighborhood, they treat this as their own park, sometimes as their own yard, bringing the newspaper here, lunch, playing frisbee, walking their dogs. For visitors, it's a great place to discover Washington off of the mall, outside of the monumental core, and see how people really live in this city. The more people you see in a circle and in a public space, the better the space seems. So people tend to attract other people, and that's part of the success of Dupont Circle. It's what sociologist William White might call 100% park. That's a term he used to describe a street corner that was very active and lively to the point of being congested. And his theory was people like to be where other people are. Part of what makes Dupont Circle so wonderful is it's a circle. And it's a circle that's just the perfect size, not too big, not too small. Places to talk, places to eat lunch or have a cup of coffee. We have an outer ring of benches. Just following the curve of the circle in one great sort of amphitheater space makes a great place for people watching. Then there's the inner ring that's a little bit closer where you can watch the fountain. And right behind you, you have a nice thick hedge of planting. And that sort of gives you that sense of security that you can read the paper, you can work on your laptop, you can talk to someone, and you have the feeling that the hedge has got your back. And this wide sidewalk, this promenade, makes space for bicycle riders, skateboarders, strollers. But you can't talk about Dupont Circle without talking about the trees, and this is one of my favorites. This is one of these grand, big pin oak trees that really dominates this edge of the circle. Dupont Circle is full of different trees, smaller trees, younger trees, older trees, trees from all different periods. And in some ways, the diversity of the ages of the trees is part of what makes it such a wonderful landscape. The other thing about the trees is they give us a ceiling. And so that makes the room that is Dupont Circle. We have a grass carpet for people who want to lie on the grass or sit on the grass or play frisbee. And as you walk toward the center of the circle, the trees open up and you're in that great center space again with the fountain. We're looking south down Connecticut Avenue from the circle now, and Connecticut Avenue is one of the main avenues that passes through the circle. Connecticut Avenue south will take you to the business district. So all of the offices that line Connecticut Avenue are full of people who spend their lunch times and their evenings in Dupont Circle to get some fresh air and to meet their friends. Northward, Connecticut Avenue goes up to the very end of the L'Enfant plan, which is Florida Avenue. And the neighborhood up there has lots of residential, hotels, apartment buildings, and condominiums. If you're in Dupont Circle, you're never more than a few steps away from anything you might need, from books, newspapers, carryouts, coffee shops, all sorts of wonderful places that reinforce the social character of the space. On Sundays, there's a farmer's market that sets up right across the street here. So we're going to go over there because I need some produce. So we're here at the farmer's market. It's a really bustling place on Sundays. And look at these amazing, beautiful apples, beautiful apples. All the local produce, the farmers from around the area, Pennsylvania, Maryland, and Virginia, all come here to sell on Sundays. And this is the place to be. Dupont Circle is a location of a very busy metro stop on Washington's metro system. Under the canopy there is the south entrance to the Dupont Circle station. Dupont Circle is also a node for buses and other modes of transportation, including the bike sharing program Smart Bikes on the other side of the circle. Well, that's Dupont Circle. That's my neighborhood park. It has just about everything in it you could ever hope for in an urban place, and that's what makes it such a great green place. It has access, has a beautiful fountain, a great canopy of trees, a generosity of places to sit, welcomes everybody to make use of it. You may not have a Dupont Circle in your neighborhood, but I'm sure you have places that you love as much as I love my neighborhood park. So next time you go, look around at what those elements are that make your own neighborhood park such a wonderful place. See you next time at Dupont Circle.